Welcome to In Exile. This is about the time when I feel like LGBTQ is just trying to mentally abuse people. First, here's Target.
Here's another story that is making headlines. Target basically losing more than $9 billion in market value in just 1 week.
This is the conservative backlash and normies against Target
Over pushing Pride Month merchandise for children. So this isn't about bathing suits, okay? This is now child's clothing.
Again, I don't care about boycotts. To me, I care more about the cultural impact is what I like to comment on here. Hold tight.
The retail giant said earlier this week it was removing some items from its stores and making other changes to its LGBTQ merch.
They demand that you not just do swimsuits at Target Pride, but swimsuits for children.
They do it because they're stupid.
Wrongeth. It's not because they're stupid. It's actually a really bad argument to assume that people are stupid is why they do things. They don't go after children even because they desire children. That's another problem, is if we try and make them into groomers, which maybe they are. I'm only saying the number one reason I believe they're going after children is because straights and conservatives find them precious. And so they have to go into something you find precious to draw you in and psychologically abuse you. Because you ignore the gay marriage thing after a while. You find, just give them marriage. Let two men get married. We're not going to fight that one anymore. They go, we have to get them back in. Well, how about if we start transforming your children without your permission?
Sister, if you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will.
And then suddenly people go like, I got to get in this now. And we do. But just so you know, they're not stupid. They're smart. They think they're going to win. And if socialism wins and Big Brother wins and they can get you to cough up your values for money or for comfort, then they will win.
They don't understand that their core business is not offending half the people of America.
You will normalize this for children. And then I'm supposed to be evil if I say, no, I don't like that. I'm the crazy. They're going, you're the crazy one.
Then it says that the moment you threaten the employees of even a very large corporation, you get to control its policies. This is economic terrorism.
You're literal terrorists. This is mental abuse.
Literally terrorism.
It's about indoctrination.
Target still won't come out and apologize for what they did. They're not sorry. This is a religion. Leftism is a religion. People don't care if they lose money.
There are children, we say children. LGBTQ people have nieces, nephews, grandchildren.
They want to do what is right in their own eyes, which is to push the trans agenda on children and on families and on normies. And you're an intolerant, terrible person if you have a problem with it.
Obviously, they pulled the merchandise.
The trend is to offend half of the people of America. That's what became trendy. And then here's Dylan Mulvaney, who is, I think, the king mental abuser of people. He's demanding that you see this as normal. And now he's coming out and saying, though I'm trans, I'm attracted to women and might want to have a baby with one.
So I recently told my parents that I may be a little bit romantically interested in women.
And if you have a problem with it, then you're mentally deranged or evil or need to be edited out. This is in communism, they would say, what's 2 + 2? And you're not allowed to say 4. You have to say 5. You will say 2 + 2 is 5. You will say 2 + 2 is 5.
Do you remember writing in your diary, freedom is the freedom to say 2 + 2 = 4?
Yes, I remember. Do you remember writing in your diary back in 2008 that as a Christian, marriage is between one man and one woman?
Why? What in your religious faith calls you to be against gay marriage?
What I believe in my faith is that a man and a woman, when they get married, are performing something before God.
How many fingers am I holding up? How about now?
I believe that marriage is the union between a man and a woman. Now, for me as a Christian,
See, in 2008, Obama said, as a Christian, I believe marriage is between one man and one woman, is because in 2008, you couldn't get elected, even as a socialist Democrat, by opposing traditional marriage.
For me as a Christian, it's also a sacred union. God's in the mix.
And now every single person voted for that guy. That is, they voted for the bigot, and then they're the same people who voted for him who say, I shouldn't be able to work for being for traditional marriage. They think my son shouldn't be able to eat. They go out and cancel me and apologize for me to their employees for knowing me.
You stupid bastard. Jack. How could you do this to me?
Jack, I'm frightened.
Oh, how do you think I feel? You shit. Jack, shut up.
Not only did they all vote for Obama, but today, not a single Democrat could say, as a Christian, I support one man, one woman marriage. Neither could any Republican today. You'll never hear one of them say it. Not one. Even Trump, especially Trump, who at Mar-a-Lago in December had the Log Cabin Republicans, a gay Republican group, housed them at Mar-a-Lago and said no one did more for gay rights than Trump. Today, the Republican Party is to the left of where Obama, a avowed socialist, was in 2008.
Caitlyn Jenner were to walk into Trump Tower and want to use the bathroom, you would be fine with her using any bathroom she chooses.
That is correct.
And that's because peer pressure works, because y'all are cowards and and none of you stood up for traditional marriage. Now they're going to say, in the name of science, how many fingers am I holding up? And Trump, DeSantis, Obama, everyone you vote for will say you're holding up 5 fingers.
How many fingers am I holding up, Winston?
And that was a big shock for them, considering the past 10 years of coming out as gay, then queer, then non-binary, then trans.
You will say Dylan is a male who's coming out as a lesbian and wants to have a baby, and he'll be the one who's carrying the child. It's like, this is mental abuse. That's what it's always been. It's about breaking you.
And I think it was just a bit of a shock. So I tell my dad, and he goes, well, I would love to see you get a woman pregnant. And I said, oh, no. She would be getting me.
Dylan's dad is going like, yay, you're going to finally get a girl pregnant. And he's going, no. She's going to get me pregnant. By the way, I think Dylan Mulvaney, the mental abuse is intentional. As you can see here in profile, he keeps his sideburns. He could cut them out. He could laser treatment this stuff. He doesn't. He keeps his sideburns cropped, and you see them. He has a 5 o'clock shadow, clearly a beard growing underneath his tight shaving, because he wants you. When you say, hey, you have sideburns and you're growing a beard, he goes, you need to lose your job unless you say you don't see sideburns as male, or you don't see growing a beard as male.
A life of ease, of reflection and intellectual challenge.
All you have to say is that a man can have a baby, and I'll give you a life of comfort. Say it. A man can have a baby. I don't want your comfort. A man cannot have a baby.
I don't want to be rich. Someone important. Like an actor.
Tell me how many lights you see.
There are 4 lights! Take your father's place at my side.
You will call it women's health care. Science says Dylan can have a baby.
Science doesn't say that. That's ridiculous. Science doesn't say that. Science doesn't.
That's why they went after children. That's why they put it in Target. That's why they go for Bud Light. They want man brands. It's not enough just for them to have their Project Runway show. See? They had to go into like sports. You go like, well, surely professional football and the LA Dodgers is beyond. No. They went after sports because they want to go into macho industries to go and scramble your brain even more. You're going like, surely they can't touch the Marines. The rainbow can't touch the Marines. They're like, no, no, no. How about we have now trans in the Marines? And if you're somehow against it, then you're going to get court-martialed or drummed out of the Corps. They want to go after families, public schools, children's literature.
So my name's Nick. I'm one of Fairy Godmother's apprentices. I'm here to shop you around and make all your selections for the day.
Anything where you find sacred churches, anything that's traditionally against the rainbow, that is on number one on their list. I get my values from a book that was written thousands of years ago. I'm Doug in Exile.